What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be embroidering on a shirt, taking a little break from the hats only because I already got the video done, but I'm sending it out to somebody and I need a video for now because I want to wait till they get it till I post before I post the video. So we're going to be embroidering this design here on a comfort color t-shirt. This is the first time that we embroider on it. It's actually pretty thick. It's nice. We only got it because somebody specifically requested this t-shirt. It's like got a washed look to it. This is the what they call pepper. I think it's called pepper color. It's an XL. We're gonna be putting this design on it right here. The only thing I'm changing is this design is pretty much at the max. It's at 8 inches, and I still want to use a mighty hoop for it because using the big old round hoop, it's such a pain and hard to line up correctly. So what I'm doing is I'm taking off the stars for now so I can make this a little bit bigger. I think I did 7.5. I do that alone, and then I'm gonna go back, kind of scoot the shirts over so that I'm just doing the stars afterwards. That way I can still use the mighty hoop and get a bigger size. Usually when somebody asks if we embroider on shirts, I just tell them we don't like to, because a lot of the times their designs are really dense, and from my experience it's not great to embroider dense designs on shirts. I've seen people do it and maybe they look good when it's first done, but probably after a wash it doesn't look that great. I haven't experimented that much with it, so just from what I've gone through, that's how it goes. But hey, maybe it's time I start getting into it and then I start doing more jobs like this on t-shirts. Right now I'm just gonna mark my points. I'm gonna mark the midpoint down the middle. It's an XL, so a little bit more than 4 fingers down, maybe like 5 fingers down. And I'll be putting this, I'm only using one sheet. This is 2.5 tearaway. The shirt is kind of thick, so I think that's all I need. If it was a really thin shirt, I'd probably use 2 of these. Probably gonna add the soft touch at the end, and it should be all right. The way I measure shirts is the first line of the top, I do measure across using a tape measure or whatever, and then I just place the hoop, and by feel and look is how I measure the bottom point. You can tell it's a day. There's music playing in the background. It's going down. And yeah, I just try to get it to where I stretch out the shirt from the bottom to where it looks as straight as possible. All right, I got my points. I swear, lining up shirts is a whole skill of its own. Like it's like those optical illusions where you could like tell your brain which way the circle's spinning. Like if you want, like sometimes you tell yourself it's crooked like this, and then it starts looking crooked like this. You change your mind and you start thinking maybe it's going off like this, and then that's how it starts looking. We're gonna put this underneath, and also by feel, because of the notches, it's got these notches on the hoop. Same by feel, I just try to line up those marks I made to those notches, and that should be the middle of the hoop. And then the hoop also has these dots. The Tajima hoops, the green ones that you see me hooping sometimes, they don't have any type of like, well, actually the round one does, but the bigger ones, they don't have any type of sign to tell you that that's the middle. So it's really hard unless you have a hoop master for those hoops, which I don't. All right, once it's hooped, if I still feel like it's a little bit off, so right now I feel like it's too much like this, I just lift the bottom part and try to scoot it over just like that, and I think we're good. Okay, I got it lined up. The shirt is nicely hooped. It's not completely tight, but I'm not gonna pull on it to get it as tight as possible, because then that will make it shrink up. The design is actually simple but pretty cool. Probably reading about dragons, and they wanted it in this goldish color, and it looks nice. Let's do it. So far it looks straight. She wanted it pretty much as small as possible while still being legible. So I think that's pretty good. And then
Thank you so much.
he's still in Halloween mode. The next challenge is just scooting it, the hoop over to the side, but keeping it straight so the stars are still pointing up and down, don't end up looking all crooked. So I'm gonna scoot over the bottom hoop evenly and then put the top on it. What I should have done was cut the backing huge enough to cover everything. I totally forgot about that. So I just cut up a couple more pieces that I'm just gonna stick underneath right there and hoop it. Okay, the wording looks pretty straight, so I'm aiming to put the stars right here. All right, I found the spot where it looked pretty good. Here's the first star. So it has 2 stars on this side, and then it has 1 star on the other side. But what I'm gonna do for the other side, I'm gonna hoop it with the same design, and I'm just gonna stop it after the first star because it's the same size as this star on the other side. Well, it happened today. I sewed through the back of the shirt. Had to rip it. Ooh. Luckily, we got an extra one. I'm gonna skip everything. So this time I actually cut a big old piece, how I was mentioning before. So I'm just gonna fast forward to the last star, which is where we left off on the other shirt. Okay, here's the redo. Just did the last star on this side over here. I'm gonna unhoop it and clean it up. There it is, guys. Something simple but clean. I might go in there and cut the little jump stitches that are between letters. I'm gonna wet this, get rid of the hoop burn, and it still has the backing in there, so I'm gonna take that off as well. All right, we got our tender touch right here. Hopefully we got the part with the glue face down. Let's test it. Yeah, or else it would have stuck to the bottom of this. So this will give it extra stability as well, and I think it'll keep it from puckering too, as well as making it soft on the skin if worn without an undershirt. I forgot to record an ending to that video, but that was pretty much it in the last clip, how it came out. Pretty simple. I'm happy with it. We might be trying shirts out more often, but overall I just wanted to try something new. I do want to try something like leatherish, something like that, but we'll see what comes of it. Appreciate you guys for watching as always. Drop the like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Deuces.